Hi, Steve from Bicycles East. It's time for me to order a new road bike, and I've been working on the Trek Project One website to design my new bike. I figured I would share with you as I pick out the final options and components and gives you a brief tutorial on how the Project One website works. So if you'd like to join me, follow along. Okay, we're on trekbikes.com website, and we're going to access the Project One part of the site. If you slide down just a little bit, you see Browse and Compare Bikes. You will see some road, mountain, city bikes. We're doing a Trek Monda SLR, so that's going to be under road bikes. That gets into the road section. Slide down some more, we can see the Monda. Click on that, and you'll see the lightest bike there. And you'll see things like customize. That'll give you some videos and information about customization Project One. Go down a little further, and we now see the bikes. We can do the SLR. We can do the S. You notice it has a customized icon. This one doesn't, so we want to pick one of the bikes that has a customization icon. I'm going to pick that one. Brings me to the Project One site. We're moving a little quick, trying to keep this a little bit short, but you can see that the select series colors 1, 2, 3, or 6 colors. Those are all colors that you can choose that are no upcharge in price. They're very cool. Then you can slide over and you can see all the signature colors, such as this flames. The price will change as you pick color options, so you can see what the upcharge will be. You can do something that's very basic if you want. It gives you some options there, even a minimum color paint scheme. In my case, I'm picking the KOM paint scheme. I like that. And I'm going to pick the liquid green color. We're going to change the logo color from blue to a black color. Starry Night Black. And down here on the chainstay, that is currently white. I'm going to change that to black as well. We have the ability to zoom up, take a closer look at things. When we take a closer look, we'll see there's a little bit of red in the logoing on the frame as well. I want to change that from the red to a more of a yellow color that I think complements this green. And you can see that right there. Zoom back out and we can see the paint scheme of the bike. I like that. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to keep going down this palette here. We can personalize this bike if we want. We can type in something such as my bike. We can also name that bike and save that, and you can do a script or bold. You can do that for all the signature paint schemes. In my case, I'm not going to put a name on this bike because I do tend to resell my bike every couple of years. Drivetrain Components. I can change and select from SRAM. I can do like a SRAM force crank. That'll change the price again. You'll see changes over here in the price. I am going with the Ultegra Di2. That's what I had on my last Damani, which I loved. Next, I can also change things like the brake calipers. I'm going to go with the default, the bound trigger speed stop, and I can change cable housing color if I want. There's no upcharge for changing that housing color. I will stay with black. I'm going to pick the components. Here we can change things like the wheels. Go to deeper wheels. I can even change the decal color on the wheels if I want. And if I go over here, oops, grab the slider. Go over here, I can go to aluminum wheels. So you can see a lot of changes and options. In my case, I'm going to select the ALOS 3D3 clincher wheels. And I'm going to stay with the white decals. I like that. Next, we're going to go to, you can go to tires, you can check colors of tires. I'm going to stay with the black, but I'm going to do the R3 black tire. Stems. I'm going to move from the triple X-Lite carbon stem, brings the price down a little bit if I go to the aluminum stem. I'm going to do the aluminum stem primarily because my bike ultimately, when it gets sold, I know that that stem design will be available, and I want to keep with the aesthetics of the bike as it is. Headsets, I'm going to stay with the King Creek super light headset, but I could choose one of these other ones if I wanted to, perhaps maybe reduce the price. Handlebars, I can select handlebars. Defaults to a triple race extra light handlebar. VRC, I want a little shorter reach handlebar. I know for me personally I need that for the fit, so I'm going to select this race extra light VRS. Bar tape, I can change color of the handlebar tape. Yellow if I want. That looks kind of cool, but it doesn't really complement the saddle, so I'm going to go with black in this particular case. I like that. I really want to focus on highlighting that frame. Seat mask cap is really just white or black. We're staying with black. Saddle, I am going to change my saddle. You could do a variety of saddles here. I'm going to pick the Paradigm Race Light. The width of the saddle will be determined when we come into the store and we do a fit and determine the fit components such as handlebar width, handlebar reach and drop, saddle width, height of seat mast cap, stem length, crank arm length. Those all can be changed at no extra charge. I can add accessories like Garmin Vector power pedals. I already have a power meter, I don't need that. I can do a computer, I have a computer. I can do bottle cages. I already have bottle cages I'm transferring from my previous bike, but I can do sensors. Here is a sensor dual trap. I want to do that. It's a sensor that will mount in a chainstay. It'll pick up speed and cadence, and it will communicate with my Garmin GPS unit, or as well as other like the Bontrager Node series computers. That is my bike. Looks pretty cool. I noticed that the saddle is white. I didn't want a white saddle. I'm going to go back to components, go back to saddle, and I can go over here and change that. Now that looks better. I like that, and everything looks good. I'm going to go over to ready to roll. This gives me options to save the bike, print the bike out so I can look at that later and maybe dream about it, email that to a friend, or to our store even, or if I want to order the bike and really get things rolling, I can communicate with the bike shop that I want to work with, in this case Bicycles East. I'm going to hit save. I've been working on this a little bit, so it's going to ask me if I want to overwrite something that I've already saved, and the answer is yes. This will now bring me up to a screen that will have bike shops on it. Bicycles East is at the top because that's the one you want to order from, Bicycles East. So I'm going to leave that highlighted. Down here you'll see my email information when I registered. Home phone, work phone if I want to put that in. I can also put down best time to contact me in the evening, and I can put a note here that says please contact me to order bike and set up bike fit. Thanks. Oops. Just typed that right. Thanks. Send that off. Hit continue. And that now sends it off. It does give me an option to confirm everything so I can make changes and edit. Same thing with the dealer and my personal information. Estimate a price that will change as we work in the store, depending upon components, and we can help with you working within a budget if that's not quite within your budget. Note that you are not being charged for this at this point in time. There will be no invoicing or billing. So it really moves you to the next step to work with the dealer. Send to Trek, which is also sending to Bicycles East in this case. And that is it. We've done the beginning of designing our bike. So the next video series will talk about the next steps. Thank you so much.